Hello, Renee Flamont here. You guys, the last video, I listed a lot of things that the narcissist can do to try to sway you into their web. Well, I wanted to get into more specifics on what they can do for you. And what I'm not the only one that, it's the bribery side. It's the bribery side. That's when a narcissist imposes things upon you that cost them money. I don't see that as generous. That's a bribe. And we're going to get into this, okay? We're going to get into this. I think of it as they're buying their way out. And you know, the timing of it all, you got to watch what they do for you and the timing of it all. And like I said, we are going to break this all down. But it is something to pay attention, and some women know it's happening and they don't care. Seen that too? They don't care. The most famous story of this, of course, is when Kobe Bryant, God rest his soul, bought Vanessa, his wife, that beautiful girl, a $4 million ring right after the scandal that he had an indiscretion. And many people said, you know, that's just standard practice of a guilty man. I'm sorry, but especially a man. That is the standard practice, is that if a man cheats, he buys his woman a gift. It's happened, tale as old as time, okay? With a narcissist, you have to take that even one step further. I think almost every single thing that they do for you is bribery in some way. They have manipulation in mind. It's not about generosity. It's not about that. I'm sorry. I don't see it that way. And you might say, well, Renee, they've got to have some good qualities. He bought me a car. He took me away. Yeah, like I said, we're going to get into this. Bribing you, when they do this kind of thing, the narcissist is detracting you, distracting you from the truth of your life with them. Distracting you from getting to talk about the truth of your life with them. Getting you giddy about the house or the flowers or the jewelry. That can occupy some people. And you know, some people show their affection that way. My husband was very generous in all ways, to all people, to his child, to his parents, to his wives, to his friends, to his employees. Like, he's a very generous person in that way. It's a way he knows how to give of himself. He's not bribing you. He's not expecting anything from you. He's not asking for anything in return. There's a difference, right? It's a whole other thing when a narcissist does the bestowing upon you. It is calculated. It is very often times to get you completely off the point of what you're trying to discuss. How many times has it happened? And you know, when it comes to the bribe, they also bribe in ways, not only is it, because they do vacations. Oh, I'll take you away. Let's go away together. You think, he's proven to me that he's going to take me away, right? They make fun of this brilliantly. A few months back now, binge watched Episodes, it's called. I missed it, but it's absolutely hilarious. Very smart dialogue. I loved it. With Matt LeBlanc, who plays himself an actor, but it's a comedy, so it's making fun of it. He's the ex-Friends star, Joey from Friends. He's an ex-star, and here he is in life now. Well, there's one scene where, you know, it's a typical situation where she's sleeping with the boss. They never do anything together, and to show her how much he cares, he's going to book a trip for the two of them. It ends up a big kerfuffle. The wife thinks it's for her, and he's a narcissist from a mile away. But it's a trip. He went, that was the That was the thing he was going to do to make her think, and boy, did she. No, he said we're going away together, just the two of us, for the 5-year anniversary that we met, I think it was. My volume is going up because the landscapers are approaching with their weed whackers. They're right out there. And it was funny. They made fun of it. This show pokes fun of a lot of things like that. But it's a very serious thing. I've seen it with men more than with women, but I'm sure narcissist women have their own tricks that they do. Maybe they're taking their boyfriends or husbands on trips to try to, oh, I'm going to spoil you. It's your 50th, it's your 40th, it's your promotion, it's your whatever. And they're going to take you away. Vacations are a big one they use to try to detract you from, because who feels like it now? They just bestowed upon you this vacation. They took you away. You have issues now in your mind that you weren't done talking about. What are you going to do with those? You're going to bring them up on vacation on the island? I would. I can't shut up. I don't backburn or anything. It's coming out. If I think it, it's coming out. But most people, what are they going to do? Or the narcissist is hoping you do, or betting you to do, or trying to make. Forget about it. Forget about it forever. They want. You're on vacation thinking, all right, some people, I'll back burner this. I'm not bringing it up now. Over the truffle. I'll wait till next week. We'll be home and we'll get right back to this argument. But it's a tactic they use to make you not finish what was important to you, right? Another example, they did it. Carrie was going away with Big. First season. She said, she's on the corner with her luggage. She said, just tell me I'm the one. And he didn't, and he drives away and she doesn't go. Now, a narcissist is taking you away to probably manipulate you into thinking that you are the one. So if that were real life, he probably would have said, of course you are. Trying to distract you. Now, I don't remember if Big was trying to distract her from anything. But that move in life is to make you not talk about what's on your mind. Is to make you not talk about what you discovered last week. Is to make you forget about it. Believe me when I say I'm sorry, and be able to move forward with just me and you, honey. I promise. I failed. I'll never do it again. Oftentimes, the bribery comes with that kind of conversation. They show up with jewelry, flowers, cards. You got to look at the timing of it all. The timing is very important. It, like I said, is a standard practice for all guilty men, especially, to gift the woman if he's cheated. They're trying to distract you from the truth of your life. And they're buying their way out. And if it's something that is a big materialistic thing, they're going to let everybody around you know. Even if it's not a big thing. Even if it's not a big thing. My narcissist was so dense. He used to think that flowers, grown man, was such a big thing that this is what, and I'm not exaggerating, this is what he would do. This is the phone, and he'd have it on his chest and talk like this. It's on speakerphone. I could have friends over. We could have been at a friend's house, and he's going, yeah, I'd like to get roses delivered. Like he's pretending like he's doing it in secret, but he's being loud so that they can overhear him and see on purpose that he's ordering roses for me like it's a big deal. One time my friend said, did you ever get roses that night? I go, yeah, I did. Why? She goes, because I overheard him ordering them and I really hope they were for you. She could see him a mile away. She wasn't falling for that at all. But that's another thing they'll do when it comes to the bribery. They want to make everyone see it. Know about it. Hear about it. Why? Well, those people might be in the set of folk that are charmed by the narcissist. So what are you going to get from those people? Oh, that was nice. He took you away. Aww. Or, oh, this is pretty. He bought you, this is a remote, but he bought you this pocketbook or this piece of jewelry. That's nice. Come on, that's thoughtful. He knows you like silver, and he picks silver. And inside, you're going to yourself, girl, you have no idea what happened the week before. and you're looking at that piece of jewelry or that pocketbook and you're choking on it. You want to throw it in the lake. Don't. Keep everything. If they give you nice things, don't throw it away. I was going to say don't be stupid. It's not stupid. I give away, if somebody has gifted me with something and it doesn't continue to bring me joy, meaning, if somebody gives me something and I love the thing, whether I would have bought it for myself, I'm keeping it. But if it's just like, but if it's, I'm not going to let something that I love bring me sadness and remind me of them. I'm just going to love the thing. But if there's a lot of extraneous things, I usually get rid of a lot. Because I just don't want to think of them. Unless it's worth it and you really love the thing. Don't throw things out. But don't fall for what they're trying to make you think they mean. The roses was a real manipulative thing. Because it would be so loud. Yeah. Like, how hard is it to order flowers? You got to scream it. You got to be on the phone for 15 minutes. Which shows you're idiotic. You have no couth. You had to do it when people were over. You had to. You can't do flowers yesterday, tomorrow, in an hour, when we get home, online, quietly in the corner, go outside and have a cigarette and do it. Like, no. They want to make everybody know, and they'll brag about what they did for you. If you don't tell your people, because maybe you don't. Maybe you recognize it as a bribery. You're on to them. And like I said, some women, it's okay with them and they go through their life and they have this happen and they accept and they move on and I'm not saying they forget about things. They have a real big closet of skeletons, those people. But if they're going to be in the relationship anyway, they take what they give them and they move forward. And I feel bad using the example of Kobe Bryant because he's no longer with us. But that's just a really famous story that I remember. And I remember the flack that $4 million ring got. Oh, we gave it to her because he's guilty. So he moved forward. They had a beautiful family. I don't think he ever did it again. If he did, it wasn't known to us. So he was sorry. Maybe he bought it because he was sorry and he felt bad. I'm not saying men can't and women can't buy each other things because they're genuinely sorry. But a narcissist, it is manipulation. And the bragging about what they do for you is because they want to make everybody else hear it. That's kind of a sign about the manipulation. And a more subtle way that they will bribe you and try to buy their way out, it's subtle because nothing's materializing and these are empty promises that never materialize. They'll make financial promises that are false. They know they're false when they make them. I'll buy a house, I'm going to put it in your name as soon as I cash in these shares over here and do this deal over here and we're going to have everything and I'll put it in your name because that's how much I love you and prove to you that I love. You get someone who's not awake, as we've all been, and you listen to that and you're going to decorate it and we're going to live in it together and they're making false promises. These are empty promises by now we know that will never materialize. But they kind of count as a bribe, don't they? Because they're promising you something. A house is a thing. Oh, I'll pay off your car. As soon as this deal goes through, I'll pay off your car. Oh, as soon as that unfolds over there, I will, you can have a shopping spree. As soon as these are all false promises, yet they're bribes. Because you're thinking, oh, that's sweet. If you're not awake to the narcissist manipulative moves that they do. If you're not realizing this could just be to get you into their web, to get you away from what you were talking about, to get your mind off the topic of what they just did to you. They get extravagant enough, you might not talk about it for maybe a couple of weeks, a couple of months, whatever. And no judgment to any woman or man who doesn't. Because it happens, it's life. People are in marriages, they're trying to work out. Somebody comes home with a gift, they wronged you, you're trying to work it out. It's, I think, our instinct to try to believe our loved ones, right? It's our instinct to try to believe our loved ones. And I'm not saying you shouldn't accept them, and I'm not saying you should. I'm not saying anything. What I am saying is just keep my back hurts if you're wondering why I sat up like that. Keep your eyes open And just realize that there is a purpose behind if you see things materialize. And with a narcissist, it's generally, the bottom line is, they are buying their way out of a jam, out of some trouble. They're buying their time. Maybe they just need a little time to figure out a story, to figure out a lie. They come in with jewelry, flowers, a new car, a new toaster, new shoes. I don't care what they do. And boom, you're not going to bring it up tonight. That gives them a day. Maybe they buy themselves a week. Maybe you follow me? There's always a reason. They're not just going to go around bestowing kindness upon you because they're a benevolent, generous, selfless human being. Now, am I saying that you need to be wary of every single time the narcissist comes home and that means they did something or they cheated or they did? No, that isn't what I'm saying. They might ongoingly bring you flowers every week. They might be the most dramatic narcissist in the world. And it might be a habit of theirs that they give you gifts and do certain things. No, I'm not saying that they faulted every time. But that continuous behavior is buying you out ahead of time. It's buttering you up ahead of time. It's, how do they say, to grease the wheels. That's not really what I'm looking for, but they're making sure that they can have an easier time should they falter. Right? They want to keep you in awe of them. They want to keep you appreciative of them. They want to keep you thinking, oh, how much he loves me. Look how good he is. Look what he did. He didn't have to do that. And remember, material things are not goodness. We know that. But if somebody is in their heart generous and they happen to bestow upon you material things, wow, sure, that's fantastic. Who doesn't love that? Fantastic. If it comes from a genuine place. Not when there's a price tag involved. I'd rather go buy the pocketbook myself and not have to listen to you lie again. Or not have to listen to you come up with some excuse. Or not have to, do you know what I mean? I just want you to watch it. It was an extension of the last video, but I want you to watch for that and make sure that you have your eyes open. And if you have something to discuss, you could very much say, that is the pocketbook I've always wanted. And I thank you. It's lovely. Now, back to what we were talking about. What are they going to do? Take it back and run it back to the store? Let them. Let them. But wouldn't that just throw them for a loop? Accept it. Thank you so much. Put it back. Don't even get that excited. Thanks. Oh, I've wanted that one. Thank you. Now, as we were saying, I found this text. What? I just bought you, but can't we do we have to talk about, I told you I was sorry. It doesn't matter now. You see I love you. Would I do that? But this doesn't matter. That's what I mean. This doesn't matter. You have a right to discuss whatever you want. That's all I'm saying. Please keep an eye out for this and protect yourself. Thank you for watching. Please go ahead and hit sub, like, and share. And I will see you next time.